Hi everyone. Hello friends. Hello especially to my new subscribers. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. This video is the third part of how to make a large junk journal, just like the one I made for my personal journal. So right now in this video, I am going to cut off the corners to the fabric cover that I glued on in my previous video, and that just makes the edges a little cleaner and less bulky. And I'm using my rotary cutter. And now I'm trying out Aleene's Tacky Glue that I got from the Dollar Tree to glue down the sides and the edges and clean that up so you don't see any of the chipboard all around your cover. And I am sad to say that I am still an Elmer's Glue fan. This Aleene's Tacky Glue is strong, but it's so thick. It doesn't smooth out the way I like it. And so you can kind of feel the edges of where you glue. So I'll still experiment with that and work that out, but I'm getting all the edges down. And now I've cut out fabric to cover up the spine. When you build a junk journal, you will have parts of the inner spine showing when you put in your signatures. In between each signature, you can see the spine. So you want to cover that up to make it somewhat decorative. You can use fabric like I'm using. You can use cardstock, scrapbooking paper. You can use old book pages. There's no limit to what you can put there. So you just need to know that it will be, little parts of it will be showing. So I've decided to do this other floral paper, and I've left the raw edge on either side. One side is where it was cut, and so there's a little distressed fringe on the top, and then at the bottom is I can't think of the word, the edging that comes with the fabric when you buy it. It has some words on it. It says VIP print, and I thought that looked really cool, so I kept that. And now to cover each side of your cover, you can use cardstock like I used in my personal journal, but that gets expensive when you keep using scrapbook paper. And I'm making 4 of these journals, so I'd have a large roll of this nice wallpaper. It's got a very glossy finish to it, and I really like that contrast and texture with the fabric. So I am just showing you how I measure and cut. And it's like this huge process because it's such a huge roll. So first I cut a big general swatch, so it's a little too big, and then I cut it down to the perfect measurements. And of course I'm doing this for 4 journals, so it took a lot of time just measuring it. So yeah, I'm just getting it right. I'm doing the whole measure twice, cut once. It really ends up being measure 1,000 times, cut a few times to get it down and to get it perfect. And then once I have one section perfect, I use that to measure the rest of them. But yeah, I'm using my little paper cutter that I've had forever. I've replaced the blades a few times. I really like it. It's not perfect, but it's quick and it's easy. And sometimes that's what you need to do. When I want to get it perfect, I get my my cork-bagged ruler, my metal cork-bagged ruler out, and my special cutting mat. But these covers for each side of your junk journal cover don't need to be perfect. It's just covering up all those raw edges that you don't want seen. Sometimes you do want the raw edges to show, and then you would put it under, but I'm putting this all over both the outside cover edges and the spine cover. And this all took a lot of decision making, and this was like a few days worth of work that I've edited down to just 10 minutes. But yeah, it took me a lot of time to decide. And I also, this is a side hobby, and so I have another job, and at heart, I'm a stay-home mom. I'm a homemaker. So I just take a few hours every day, and I take my time, and I'm enjoying the whole process. So, like, I'm taking my time with decisions. I'm taking my time making these journals, and I'm not rushing myself. And so, I think it's a great way to junk journal, to really keep it therapeutic and keep it fun and keep it interesting, to do it at your own pace. And that's what I'm doing. So it may seem like I'm making this in record time, but this is all like a bunch of days condensed. I've sped up the speed to twice as much. So it's going super fast. So really, in real time, I'm going super slow. But yeah, this is a lot of cutting and pasting. So hopefully you find this video interesting and worth your time, because it certainly was fun for me to make, and I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm just measuring everything out. I'm doing it for 4 journals. I'm deciding on how I want to finish these inserts. Oh, here I'm showing you a book and how you can put the book together. How on a real book, the inside cover pages are glued to the signatures, and how it's constructed. And here I'm showing you more cardstock and why I made the choice for the wallpaper. But anyway, I'm deciding if I want you can put pockets on the inside. I like having pockets on the inside, but I think I decided not to do that at this point. I'm just going to use the wallpaper covers, and I think I'm showing you I'm gonna sew around the edge and then glue it in. So I'm not actually going to sew. You can also like actually sew your cover and sew through this chipboard. This chipboard actually is pretty easy to sew through. Your needle will go through pretty easily if you just need to take your time. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'm definitely going to put book covers on these, just like my personal journal. I love having book corners on the cover. I think it really makes it seemed like a real book. And also showing you my junk journal, where I did use scrapbook paper and cardstock to cover the spine and to cover the whole inside cover. And it was okay because it was just basically one piece of scrapbook paper, so that's not a lot. But when you're making 4, that is a lot of scrapbook paper. Here I am sewing up, and I had my little friend Kitty Bubba. I am a dog person. I just need to say that again if you know anything about me, but I love my cat. He is an amazing person. And here I am gluing, which is most of this video. Glue, 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 and spread. So it's nice and thin, and you can't see where you applied the glue. You can also use a paintbrush and put your glue in like a jar and use it that way. And I found this little tool, so I'm not using my piece of chipboard anymore. I'm using this nice tool to spread everything down, make sure everything's flat. And I did actually go back and put the Aleene's Tacky Glue on the corners to make sure it's extra strong and make sure it's not gonna roll up on you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. See you guys later.